Chris Stewart once again for BamaFever.com, coming to you from the press box at Sewell Thomas Stadium in Tuscaloosa, the home of Alabama baseball, but it was more like the home for the Florida Atlantic Owls this weekend. Coach John McCormick's team comes in and takes all three games of the series opener, the season opener, I should say, from the Crimson Tide, and they did it with explosive offense against the Crimson Tide pitching this weekend. You saw 39 hits, 18 runs in the last two games of the series, but the 39 hits over the course of three games against Bama pitching. You knew it was a young staff coming in. Starting pitching, not all that bad, but the bullpen got touched up a little bit. The defense was far from solid, and the hitting just not able to produce enough. 4 runs today in the final game of the series, but only on 6 hits. Bama not able to string anything together. And I talked with Mitch Gaspard after the game, and the Tide head coach said the problem is this team is not bringing to the field, or did not bring in its first 3 games of the season, what they brought to the ballpark in the last 6 months of work leading up to this point. Not bringing the same type of swagger, not going through the same type of mental approach as well as physical that made them look really good in the pre-season workout. So very disappointing. Not discouraged, but very disappointed was the Alabama team, I think, after the first 3 games. Expected to see better from themselves, but I think you're also going to see that this was a quality opponent that took Alabama to the woodshed in 3 games here this weekend. Bama gets a chance to go back to practice, though. Get ready for what will be a 3-game series next weekend at the Joe. Will be interesting to see whether he stays with the same rotation as far as his starting pitching is concerned. How does the everyday lineup look? It was nice to see Kenny Roberts finally get a home run. Ben Moore, who got the start in right field, swung the bat pretty effectively today. Taylor Dugas was his usual very solid All-American self with his play in center field and at the plate. But there's work to be done, and the Tide will try to do it next weekend against Arkansas Pine Bluff. First game Friday night at the Joe, set to begin at 6:05. Broadcast coverage on the Crimson Tide Sports Network will begin at straight up 6 o'clock. Next, we'll talk basketball. That'll be from Fayetteville before we talk baseball back here at the Diamond. And until then, I'm Chris Stewart for BamaFever.com.